Hello there everyone and welcome to this special compilation video of stations on the Merseyrail network. And to start things off here at Green Lane we have 77723 working the 1239 Merseyrail electric service Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. Departing in the opposite direction is 77722 working the 1247 Merseyrail electric service of Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 77725, working the 1254 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central to Chester. Next train out to depart is 77708, working the 1302 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 77722, working the 1309 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. Depart is 77721, working 135017 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. Train now to depart is 77708, working the 1324 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Chester. Arriving next into the station is 77703, working the 1332 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. Take us on to our next station. Here comes 77721, working the 1339 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. And your next station of the compilation is Ferry, and as 77723 arrives in the background with a 1344 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central, we see the departure of 77721, working the 1342 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. Next out to depart is 77725, working the 1359 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 777-003, working the 1357 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Chester.
Please do not leave any luggage or personal belongings unattended at any time. Speak to the staff or text number to sheet 61016. You're sorted. See it, saved, sorted.
Next out to depart is 777-022 with the 1414 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. And coming in the opposite direction is 777-023, working the 1412 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. Arriving next into the station is 777-025, working the 1427 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Chester.
Yeah, but Chester can see.
Next out to depart is 777-008, working the 1429 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. And to take us on to our next station, here comes 777-022, working the 1442 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. And the next station of the compilation will be Bebington, and kicking us off is 777-022, working the 1449 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. Arriving next into the station is 777-003, working the 1456 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. Next to depart is 777-008 with the 1459 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Chester. Arriving next into the station is 777-023 with the 1511 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. Out next to depart is 777-021 with the 1514 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. Arriving next into the station is 777-025 with the 1526 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. Next arriving into the station is 777-003 with the 1529 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Chester. And to take us to our next station, here comes 777-022 with the 1541 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. And the final station of this day will be Birkenhead Central, and kicking us off is 777-022, working the 1549 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. Next to depart for the station is 777-025 with the 1552 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Chester. Arriving next into the station will be 777-008 with the 1604 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. Next out to depart is 777-022 with the 1607 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. Out next to depart is 777-021 working the 1619 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 777-008 with the 1622 Merseyrail electric service of Liverpool Central to Chester. Next departing from the station is 777-003, working the 1634 Merseyrail electric service from Chester through to Liverpool Central. Whilst coming the other way is 777-021, working the 1637 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Ellesmere Port. And to finish off the day for us, here comes 777-023, working the 1649 Merseyrail electric service from Ellesmere Port through to Liverpool Central. Next up on this compilation for the next day is Rice Lane, and kicking us off is 777-140, working the 0947 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Next arriving into the station is 777-144, working the 0949 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Next out to depart is 777-152, with the 1002 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Arriving next into the station is 777-142, with the 1004 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Next to depart is 777-144, with the 1017 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Arriving next into the station is 777-140, with the 1019 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Next arrival into the station is 777-142, with the 1032 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Departing next from the station is 777-152 with the 10:34 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Next out to depart is 777-144, working the 10:49 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. And to take us to our next station, here comes 777-140 with the slightly delayed 10:47 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. And the next station on this list is Fazakerley, and kicking us off will be 777-140, working the 10:49 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Next arriving into the station is 777-142, working the 11:01 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. And next out to depart is 777-152 with the 11:04 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Arriving next into the station is 777-140, working the 11:16 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Next out to depart is 777-144 with the 11:19 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Arriving next into the station is 777-152, working the 11:31 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 777-142, working the 11:34 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Next out to depart is 777-144, working the 1146 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. And to take us to our next station, here comes 777-140, working the 1149 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane.
Stay hydrated. If you are feeling unwell, please do not board a train, or if you are already travelling, please leave the train at the next staff station or speak to the train manager on board so we can arrange help.
And the next station for you all is Kirkby. And kicking us off will be 777-140, working the 1153 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Next out to depart is 777-142, working the 1158 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 777-152, working the 1208 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Next out to depart will be 777-140, working the 1213 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Out next to depart is 777-144, working the 1223 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Arriving next into the station is 777-152, working the 1228 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 777-142, working the 1238 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Next out to depart is 777-144, working the 1243 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. And to take us on to our next station, here comes 777-140, working the 1253 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. And next up for the compilation is Headbolt Lane, our first ever visit. And kicking us off will be 777-140, working the 1311 Merseyrail electric service through to Liverpool Central. Whilst arriving to terminate with the Merseyrail electric service off of Liverpool Central is 777-152. Next out to depart is 777-152, working the 1326 Merseyrail electric service through to Liverpool Central. Whilst arriving to terminate with a Merseyrail electric service off Liverpool Central is 777-144. Next out to depart is 777-144, working the 1341 Merseyrail electric service through to Liverpool Central. Whilst arriving to terminate with a Merseyrail electric service off of Liverpool Central is 777-142. Next out to depart is 150-103, working the 1353 Northern service through to Blackburn. Next out to depart is 777-142, working the 1356 Merseyrail electric service through to Liverpool Central. Whilst arriving to terminate with a Merseyrail electric service off Liverpool Central is 777 140. Oh, wait a second, he's coming ECS. And our final station of this compilation will be Kirkdale, and kicking us off will be 777 140, working the 1422 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. Next out who arrive is 777 037, working the 1431 Merseyrail electric service from Ormskirk through to Hunts Cross. Next out to depart is 777 142, running the slightly delayed 1430 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Hunts Cross, or Headbolt Lane even. Departing right behind him is 777 029, working the 1434 Merseyrail electric service from Hunts Cross through to Ormskirk. Arriving next into the station is 777 146, working the 1437 Merseyrail electric service from Hunts Cross through to Liverpool Central. Arriving next into the station is 777 148, working the 1446 Merseyrail electric service from Ormskirk through to Hunts Cross. Next out to depart is 777 024, working 1449 Merseyrail electric service from Hunts Cross through to Ormskirk. Next out to depart is 777 140, working the slightly delayed 1445 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Arriving next into the station is 777 144, working the 1452 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. As 777 150 arrives in the background, working the 1501 Merseyrail electric service from Ormskirk through to Hunts Cross, we see the departure of 777 146, working the 1500 Merseyrail electric service from Liverpool Central through to Headbolt Lane. Next out to depart is 777 038, working the 1504 Merseyrail electric service from Hunts Cross through to Ormskirk. Arriving next into the station is 777-142, working the 1507 Merseyrail electric service from Headbolt Lane through to Liverpool Central. And to take us to our next station, here comes 777-019, working the 1516 Merseyrail electric service from Ormskirk through to Hunts Cross. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.